7 is the community forum. Anyone wishing to address the commission on a matter for which another opportunity to speak is not provided on the agenda and which is within the jurisdiction of the commission to resolve is requested to submit a completed speaker card to the staff secretary. When called upon, each speaker should step to the podium, state his or her name, and address for the record. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes pursuant to Vallejo Municipal Code Section 2.20.300. Speaker cards?
Yes, Chair, we have 4 speakers.
Through the chair, I also would like to make a comment. One of the speakers I asked to present to the commission this evening, and I would like for them to combine their time and give a complete conversation. And they were also participants in this year's Diversity Day that happened here in the city. So commissioners, I'm going to ask to borrow 5 minutes of your time extra this evening. Please proceed. Through the chair, can I do that?
It's okay with me.
Thank you.
First speaker is Marco Cardenas.
This is the speaker that I'm speaking of. So through the chair, Mr. Marco, you have some extra minutes. Use them wisely.
Thank you. Commissioner. Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Marco Cardenas. I'm a homeless advocate, and I have a nonprofit called Pathfinders for Hope that I'm founder of. We just completed Vallejo's most comprehensive survey of 228 direct interviews for homeless men. This data does not include women, which means the crisis is even larger than these numbers suggest. And the findings aren't just surprising, they're a wake-up call that demands the board's immediate attention. Imagine walking into a hospital where there's 3 out of 4 patients seeking emergency care and being turned away. You call it a humanitarian crisis, you demand action. That's exactly what's happening in Vallejo's homeless service system. Vallejo's homeless population grew about 50% between 2022 and 2024, from 450 to 682 people, according to Solano County's point-in-time count conducted in January 2024. Housing is absolutely part of this crisis, but what's often overlooked is a deeper issue. A breakdown in service delivery. Even when housing units or funding are available, the system fails to connect people to them. We're just not facing a shortage. We're facing a system that's too slow, too confusing, and too hard to access. 74% of people who actively reach out to agencies or nonprofits that need for help didn't receive any services. Let me say that again. 3 out of 4 individuals who asked for support were turned away with nothing. This isn't about people refusing help. It's about a system that consistently fails the very people it's meant to serve. The result, a total collapse of trust. 76% of the individuals that we surveyed rated the experience with local agencies or nonprofits as unsatisfactory or very unsatisfactory. The system is so broken, many have stopped believing that we can even help them. And that's exactly how they were mentioning it to me. And it was just real surprising that they're telling me this. This survey was conducted just for me, for my nonprofit, but it turned into something else, and I had to say something, you know. 65% of unsheltered men in Vallejo has been living on the streets for over a year. We're not just failing to end homelessness, we're creating a long-term chronic homelessness through a system that isn't working. 72% of individuals were surveyed want support services, and among them struggled with substance use. 62% said they were willing to work on recovery if stable housing was part of the solution. The desire for help is real. The readiness of change is real. What's missing is a system that actually connects people to support that they're asking for. Right now, Vallejo, the broken system is producing real measurable harm. Number 1, emergency service costs tied to homelessness are projected to reach $3.2 million annually, according to the city's proposal budget for fiscal year 2024-2025. Local businesses are losing revenue as customers avoid areas impacted by visible street homelessness. They're even leaving the town of Vallejo. Look at Walgreens. You know, that's crazy. And tonight, 682 human beings are sleeping outside in our city. Commissioners, we're spoken directly with men living in the crisis. They've told us what's broken and what they need. 72% are ready to engage, and 62% are ready to make changes. So the question isn't whether they're ready. The question is, are we, as a board member, as commissioners, city council, managers, the city manager's office, we continue to operate a system that fails 3 out of 4 people, allowing Vallejo's homeless population to grow another 50% over the next few years. Or we can act. The data is clear. The need is urgent. The people are ready. What do we do next will determine whether Vallejo becomes a model of transformation or a cautionary tale of systematic failure. I respectfully ask this board to invite me back for a full presentation of these findings so we can walk through the data together, hear directly from the voices behind the numbers, and begin shaping real and actual solutions as a team. Now, what I gave to the secretary was the full report of my findings. And I just couldn't believe what was happening. Again, this survey was just for me and my nonprofit, and it turned into something else. And I have to say something, because I see it. I'm out there. Me and Joey are out there. And I don't see any of these nonprofits or agencies out there helping them, even especially when they're doing a sweep. You would think they'd be out there trying to help them with resources, right? They're not. I'm out there, and it's sad what I'm seeing. They're taking the people's homes, they're taking their belongings, they're taking their tents, they're taking everything that they've owned, throwing away. Why? And there's no plan for them to actually go. And so this data I bring to you, and so if I can be on the agenda for the next meeting, I think it's imperative that I go ahead and do a presentation and let you all know the full findings that I have. Thank you.
First, thank you, Mr. Marco. This has been the most concise data set we've received on homelessness from the community in the last 3 years. And the amount of time and cost to print this information, deliver this presentation, we want to thank you, the entire commission, speaking through the chair. And so I ask you this evening to allow us to consume this through the chair and review this, because this is extensive. And it's a problem that I'm sure that you've heard from former Commissioner Carzales in the back, and I'm sure you've heard from members of City Council. And I think you've heard this evening just how much change is happening in our city. You've heard from our director the shortage in staff. So I'm going to ask you to give us just a moment to consume it. Commissioners, out of full disclosure, my daughter actually knows Mr. Marco. She works in the city, and connected me to him when she dropped off some bags that she had prepared for our Diversity Day, Dignity Day. And so that's my connection to Mr. Marco. But what's really imperative that I want to share with the commission about Mr. Marco, and then I'll take my seat, is that his work is deliberate, his work is meaningful, and he's there in person. There's no one else serving or talking or asking questions. This is face-to-face, direct data being captured for us real time.
Yeah, it took me about 2 months to put this together.
Thank you.
Especially the layout of the report. And it's very intensive, and it's very eye-opening.
Yes.
Extremely eye-opening, because I don't think the city council, the city manager's office, don't think they really know what's going on out there. They think they do. I don't think they know the full story. And that's why I'm here. I'm here. I'll talk to whoever I need to talk to for people to wake up.
And thank you. So how it works to agendize something, there's a process, and that's what this would be a process of agendizing this presentation. So I will ask Chair Bundy to work with our staff and see how to agendize this conversation in the future. And of course, you have behind you one of our city council members who represents this commission. But more than anything this evening, this commission wants to thank you for your time. This is not easy work. And while we all cannot understand the meaning of this, most people are less than paychecks, that's the word. I was going to say direct deposits, 6 direct deposits from being homeless. And so this is something that's very dear to this commission, and we want to thank you, Mr. Marco. So a process to agendize will be presented to our board chair. He will work with staff in order to get that into our space. Director Jones will advise us, and that's how this commission can move forward.
Thank you. And I gave business cards to Secretary to give to y'all. So if you guys have any questions or want to call me, please feel free.
Thank you. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.